Ben and Kelly, good morning, 99.7 DJX. So we got this message anonymously from a person who says he's got a perspective on marriage and he thinks it's a valid point.
Yeah, so let's dive in. He said, hey, I'm writing this confession, and I know everyone who hears it will have something negative to say about my actions, but please hear me out.
Okay.
Cheating on my wife makes me a better husband.
Okay.
I know it sounds ludicrous, but it really does. Every time I spend with another woman, I end up feeling terribly guilty, and I turn into the best husband ever.
Wow.
My guilt is the ultimate motivator. I'm so much more affectionate and patient with my wife, and the thought of losing her makes me value her more. I've been married going on 7 years. This has been going on for the last 3+ years. I know it's not ideal, but doesn't the end justify the means? I built a deck on our house because I felt guilty. I always put my wife first. I'd never choose anyone over her, but every now and then, not more than once a month when she's not around, I have fun elsewhere, but come back as a super husband. I'm always very safe and careful as far as protection, and most of the time it's when I'm out of town for work. Wow. My marriage has never been better since I started messing around on the side. So I win, and so does my marriage.
Wow. So he's saying that he is able to enjoy his marriage because he steps out on his wife and appreciates her more because he feels guilty.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's the biggest motivator. That's genius, right? Genius, right? Do you think his wife knows about his life hack?
If he's doing it once a month, I bet she is on.
Well,
maybe not on
like
board.
He works out of town. He says it's mostly when he's out of town for work.
Yeah. Okay. Samantha texts in and says, "Sounds like my ex-husband."
Really? So was that healthy for your marriage?
Yeah. No. I nothing about that is healthy. Nothing about that is healthy. I mean, like that. You're living in the feeling of guilt and betrayal. And trying to justify that feeling of guilt by saying that you do stuff because you feel bad.
Because you act better. You treat her better.
Oh my gosh.
You feel guilty about your actions.
I've never
sorry, but if you went to any marriage counselor and said, hey, I found the perfect way to be the perfect husband, what do you think? There is not one person that would say, you know what, if it's working.
You know what? You're right. Hey, you know what?
Onto something.
Do it if it works. No, this is
because your wife deserves someone that doesn't have to go spend time with other women to appreciate her.
Yeah, you need to just leave your wife. I mean, that's not healthy. And that's
all the text line is blowing up with women. Amanda, WTF, OMG, Trish, just go away. You're a gross narcissist. This is not good for your marriage and your wife. And I'm sure she would agree. Lisa says she can't respond without cussing.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? There's nothing good about what you're doing there. And, Yeah. There are some people that are chiming in and just saying there's probably no way that she actually knows.
There can't be. There can't be. I don't think that any woman that I know would know that's happening and just be fine with it. Just reap the benefits and have it be all right. Well, however way the whole ends justifies the means.
Well, think of how many people though are in unhealthy relationships because of maybe he's wealthy and she likes the lifestyle and she likes living in the house she's living in and she likes all the other things that come along with. I don't know.
I kind of need to know that though. Like I need to know if she is on board with his approach to their marriage.
Yeah. Sorry. This is not right. Hopefully if you're listening, you need to man up and be honest.
Says, well, there it is. The worst thing I'll hear today.
Yeah,
gross.
Right. For sure. All right. If you've got something that you would like to comment about with that, and feel free. Phone line open 502-795-1997.
Aren't you proud of me for really keeping control? Because I was kind of a rage monster when I read this yesterday.
I was going to say,
a rage monster.
I
got it all out yesterday.
You've had some time to marinate in it and be professional. I kind of wish that you hadn't read it yesterday, so we could have seen and heard
the rage monster Kelly.
Yeah,
what?
Heard the rage monster Kelly come out of that.
He said what?
Right. All right. Hey, by the way, thanks for letting us in on your little confession there.
Yeah, I don't know if you thought that you were going to get a bunch of people saying, you know what, you're onto something with that line of thinking, but you're not getting that here.
No.
Hopefully, maybe you will hear the feedback, be willing to
change,
incorporate that in knowing that maybe there is something a little off if I feel like I need to go to that level to appreciate my wife. Like, let's just look internally, maybe get some counseling, figure that out. And I think maybe we need to clue your wife in.
All right. Your calls and stories and comments on the way.